Hey, what's going on, everyone? Got some new shiny little eyeballs here for this old Corolla. So I'm going to be changing those today. And, this is a 2005. I'm not sure what the differences are, but I was going to show you how we change those. And just stay tuned. I'll try to make it quick and easy for you. Alright, so the first order of business here, right below this seam on your front fender, if you pull the center fender back, there's just a 10 millimeter little bolt there you got to take out. Same for both sides, so just remove those. I'm going to continue getting this out. And there it is, out. That's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Alright, once both them sides are out, or those screws we just took out that went in there, then I just worked this loose, popped it out. You can see that little tab where it clips in. So go ahead and pop those loose for both sides. And then for now, I can get me a, this is where the headlight bolt's in, but we want to take this off, get this out of the way so we can get the rest of this front off. So we got to pop this rubber up off there, and that'll give us access to the screw underneath. Probably not the right tool to get this thing up off of here. There it is, and you can see it's just a screw. So we got a screw here, and we got one here, and I pop this one off, so we got one here. Alright, so there you can see that one's out, and all you do is just got a little screw with one of them keepers. So once you pull the screw out, you can just pop the keepers out. Okay, I just got this one out on the sides, and this is why we watch YouTube videos. Mine wanted to strip. They were so tight, so make sure you get some PB Blaster or something and let that soak on there. And even worse, this one I tried to use my little bit, and the tip broke off inside there. So I'm going to have to replace these with some new ones. But yeah, if something like that would happen, good old vice grips came to the rescue. Yeah, so as you can see, it's gotten looser. I got some penetrating fluid on it. But yeah, that's how I got those out. And then to get this out, you just pull it back, and then there's little tabs right here, all the way around. So what I did, I just kind of pushed down on them as I pulled this out, and just work it all the way across. And there we have that out. It just popped right out. Pretty easy. You can see those tabs right there. Just push down on them, wiggle, and pull out. There's two on each side, and then there's four across the bottom. All right, down underneath here, we got a couple more little push pins. Got to get my little tool. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing under here. So you can see here, it'll come into focus over there. Oop, oop. What am I doing? Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so right here, it's just got a push pin. You just get a little pry tool, pop that out, and then you'll pull the sleeve out. There's one here, and there should be one here, but this one's missing one. So, got to get those two out. All right, there it is. Just pried down on this, got under that lip, pulled this down, and after this came out, they all came out in one piece. So get those two out, and you got that bottom loose. All right, so what I did on this side, I just got my hand up under here, pulled this out, popped as far as I could get my hand up here, pushed out, and popped this out. So that's got this side loose, then you gotta just go on the other side. We're gonna do the same thing over here. I don't know if I can do this with my camera. I'm too lazy to get the tripod out and all that good stuff. So see, you just worked it here, and then it's pretty well loose. Just got to pick up on this front side. All right, so I'm gonna put this camera down so I can grab here and here. See if I can pop this loose. So that's it. The only thing we forgot, or I forgot, was this bolt from the inner fender down here. I got to take it loose. The other side, the inner fender, it doesn't have one, so that's why I missed that. So I'll grab the 10mm, pop that out, then the whole front piece is off. And what we do, I drop my foam here. If you can see that. So this foam piece right here, I just need to make sure I get that, keep it in the bumper. All right, so now the doors are out. We can get ready for our headlights. I don't want to take them out yet. So we got these two bolts. And we got a bolt right here. All right, so we found them all. We just got the 3 bolts. You got the 2 on the outside, top and bottom. The bolt comes in from this side, outside. And then you got one up here. That's your 1, 2, 3. This 4th one on the inside, the bottom, it's closest to the grill insert there. That's just, you can see what that thing looks like. It just sits in there. Is while the headlight's already set, I got new bulbs that came as well as the headlight covers. I can leave a link down where I got mine. I don't know if they're decent. They had decent reviews, but if you want to check them out. So yeah, but what I want to do before you take these out, I want to close my barn door here. Just close it down. There's Molly. Hi, Molly. She says, I'm cleaning my tail. So I'll close that down, throw on the high beams and mark it where they're shining there, where they line up. I'll do the same on the low. That way I know where to adjust the new ones to. These are 10mm as well. Oh my gosh, these little things are tight. And that'll have to be drilled. It broke right off. Woo! Should have sprayed her. Should have sprayed her. So once those 3 are out, you just got this little pin back here, aligned it. So you just got to pull up, get it unlocked, and then this should pull forward, and I'll have to unhook my bulbs. So these bulbs should just turn counterclockwise and pop out since I'm putting new bulbs in. Counterclockwise on these 2. Pop them back. Counterclockwise. Pop that out. Oh, that's your, got that turn signal bulb. So there it is. Good thing I'm not reusing it because this piece broke off. So now I got to do the same thing for this driver's side. 1, 2, and then be smarter than me. Don't just come in here and get this one. It's actually this one, and you can verify by coming around and it's going into this piece of the headlight. It's molded to the headlight. All right, we got some brand new shiny bolts here. I just lined up this first headlight. The headlight fits. I think everything's right, but what gave me concern was these bulbs did not fit. So yeah, I paid extra for bulbs. So I don't know if Amazon can do something about that or not. So I'm reused the old bulbs, just plugged them in, twisted them clockwise, locked them into place, and they're in there. So let me go ahead and bolt this other one in, and then I'll get this protective cover off after I get them lined up. All right, those are in there. Got the film off, nice, shiny, and brand new looking. Look like they're worth more than the whole car now. I did find it was easier to put this bolt in first, leave your top two loose, so snug it up. I did that for each side, and then you just kind of line this to meet this fender the best you can, tighten it in there. I just kind of held it in place and then snug this one, and then finally this one. So that's how I did those. Same thing on this side. Tighten the side one with these loose, and then come back, line the fender, snug this, snug that. All right, so now I got to get ready to start to put these panels back on. All right, so I just positioned the front valance here in place, or front bumper. That foam piece, it's got little alignment pins that go in the bumper. I just lined them up, snugged them on, so they're just on there. If your tabs are broke, you can always just put some tape on there, something to hold it in place till you can get the front end on. Okay guys, I just lifted that up, centered it, and pushed it right into place. And you wiggle it around, everything will line up. And I simply just pushed it all in place around each corner under the headlight, from the front all the way around. So now I can start to put in my bolts back in. You got one here, got a couple down there. And let's see, these will share one with the grill. And then we got those ones on the bottom that just have a couple of those push pin styles. So let me get those in. All right, so the front bumper cover's back on. I've noticed the two screws that go up in here, they're larger than the two down below that go into your inner fender well and up onto the fender. So there's one on bottom, and then there's a push pin. Well, there's two on bottom screws, and then there's a push pin that goes in the other piece of plastic, at least on this car. This one's missing the inner fender, so that's it. Now all I gotta do is put this little grill back in. Okay, so remember on this grill, it's got all those tabs on the bottom that need to slide in there. So just set it out front, let it sit down in there, and then just slip it up forward into place. And that'll ensure those tabs get tucked up under where they need to go. And then you're ready to line up this one, which finalizes the front piece of the bumper cover and your grill. So you got these two on each side, and then we got this one in the middle. All right, so there's the old one that went in the grill. Remember, the bit broke off in it, so I got a nice new one with the bumper mount. I'm just going to put it in all in one to screw it down. I've got a little lubrication on there too to help it just a bit. So these are the ones that go on the outside. We'll go ahead and put those in. All right, so there they are. They went right on down with the Phillips, no problem. Two outside. Now this center one, it was a little bit different. It had like a push insert, this plastic piece here. Just line it up, push it in, and then a regular Phillips screw. Run that in there, and the front is done. All right, guys, they're in, they're working. I got to do a little alignment on the driver's side. It needs to come down a couple inches. So I'll do my adjustment, and it should be complete. All right, I got it dialed in pretty good enough for me. That's the low beam. It looks like where the other ones were shining. Now this distance is fairly short. It's about 5 feet. So, you can get back another 10 feet, 15 feet if you want to get a more accurate measurement. You can measure up the middle of the headlight, line it up at dark if you want. But how you do that, like mine was on this driver's side. You can see down here, There's your, get my light on it. There's the adjustment screw right there. See those little teeth? So I had to turn those teeth right there on the left-hand side, push it down, which is a clockwise direction if you were standing on the other side of it turning it. That moved the headlight down, counterclockwise, moves it up. And of course, it's the same location on the other side. But like I said, this has got me close. Let me get my, show you here what it does when I get my brights, or my, brights on. So that's where it was hitting on the original one. It was dead even on that line to that garage door. So I just set it up the same way. And you just have a up and down adjustment. There is no side to side. So that's it, guys. I hope it helped you out. Just a little quick video. See you later.